I'm Katrina, and this is Tare, and today we are going to see how talented the chickens are. Also, this is, I believe, the last video that I had sound issues on, so apologies for the voiceover. So, I got this kit, this pumpkin carving kit, from my employer. We did a pumpkin carving contest last year, we're doing another one this year, and it's ridiculously, evil looking, right? So, anyway, this year I am going to see if my chickens can carve my pumpkin for me. I'm going to start off with a outline, and I will draw an outline and take off the skin of the pumpkin where I want my girls to use their artistic abilities. Now, yeah, I gotta direct them. Their artwork's gonna be a little bit less arty than what I would do, so I know their talent's probably limited, so we're gonna appreciate them for that. So here we go. I think we're gonna start with some triangle eyes. That sounds like a good thing. Seems like something a chicken could do. What do you guys think? Triangle eyes are good? What other shape of eyes would you guys do? Put it in the comments. Did you guys carve pumpkins this year? I would like to know that. Let me know what you carved, because I think that's pretty exciting. You can do all sorts of stuff with pumpkins. And if you are smart about it, you could carve it, put it in your refrigerator, put them out on your porch for Halloween, bring it back in, eat it if you did a yummy type. These bigger types made for jack-o'-lanterns aren't that tasty. They're still pumpkins, but they aren't that tasty. They're pretty much good for the animals is what I use them for. And if you have them fresh like that, they love it. Another thing that you can do after Halloween is you can go on Craigslist and you can go on Nextdoor and whatever other online community things you have and ask for people's pumpkins. Some people decorate with pumpkins that are full, and then some people just have their jack-o'-lanterns. And all of that is edible for your animals, for most animals. I'm talking birds here. Um, so for your chickens and for your quail and whatever else you have that would enjoy a pumpkin, that is something that you can actually pick up for free. And if there's whole pumpkins, they last for many, 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 many months. They'll last for almost a year, or some varieties over a year if stored in the right way. So you're able to feed, well, make sure you feed them other things than pumpkins, but make sure you feed them, whenever they get snacks, they also get real food, right? And it's pretty cool. So this can feed your animals. All right, it looks like we've moved on to the mouth. I skipped a nose because I figure these girls need big spaces. They're probably going to color outside the lines, right? Thinking nose would be too dainty for these girls. And so I'm tracing this in, I'm cutting through the skin, and we'll see here soon, and I will be popping out the skin of the pumpkin. This kind of little flat chisel tool works pretty well underneath the skin. I'll be putting a link for the kit in the description as well in case you're interested in ridiculousness. Anyway, so it does pop it out pretty well. I will fast forward through the rest of this carving of the surface and get to the chickens. Another thing to note when doing this is to keep your other hand away from where you are pushing this tool. That way you don't stab yourself, because that wouldn't be fun. So here comes the final product. Not too bad, I think. I think pretty good getting mostly just the skin. I did get some of the flesh, not too much though. And we'll see how the girls do it. It'll be kind of fun to see what they come up with, how much they scribble outside the lines. I expect this will happen. What about you guys? Here's the before, and we'll wait and see what the after looks like. Come on, chickens. Show us what you got. All right, ladies. Show me what you got. We have Overraptor and Smilo and Rexy, and they're all going to show us their artists. They are artistes, the chickens. Yeah, they're waiting. They know I have something. All right, girls, here you go. Let's step back here. And they kind of didn't investigate, and then they did, and it was pretty funny. What is it, girls? You've seen this before. It's been a while. I don't think you've ever seen a jack-o'-lantern, but you have seen pumpkin. Come on, come investigate. Yeah, investigate. Right here. There's Smilo. Smilo and Rex here are checking it out. You guys like it? Well, Rexy needs to check it out. We're not too sure about this, are we? Oh, we're getting the first peck. I left the camera out there for a little bit, and of course they didn't do much work before the camera turned off. They did their work after the camera turned off. Anyway, they did continue to work on this, and I'll show you when I came back later that day. The ladies were a little bit more into it in the afternoon and evening. You can see they've done a lot of work in the eyes and a little bit in the mouth. It actually goes quite a ways in. So Rexy was so funny. I kept pointing at things and she's like, yes, I know I'm doing it. Aren't I doing it right? I think I'm doing it right. Huh. So the chickens are pretty funny to watch. If you guys have chickens, sit out there with them. It's so much fun. And if you don't have chickens and you're wanting chickens, they are hilarious to watch, especially if you bond with them and they know you're there. Like sometimes I'll go in there and they'll want pets, and then they'll just walk away, and then you're just sitting in there with them. They're doing their own thing over in the corner or whatever, and then you get up to leave because they're not doing anything with you. But then once you leave, they run over like we were doing stuff together. So realize that maybe spending time together looks different to your chicken than it does to you. Um, but I do have Overraptor here on the right. She's definitely my cuddle chicken. In the summertime, she goes broody and she's super cuddly. Um, they all have their different personalities and they're fun to watch. So definitely recommend chickens. Also, if you have them on deep litter, this is a good way to keep them. If you like, I'm in a neighborhood, so I can't really free range. They're neighborhood cats and everything. Um, but this is basically a carbonaceous diaper underneath them, and I actually have these in what's called a racking house. So there's rabbits above and to the right here. There's not right now, but there will be. I have two growing up that will be there again. And the chickens actually scratch in all the manure, and it works really well and breaks it down into compost. So it makes really, really, really good compost. So if you're looking to make compost pretty quick, you can do that with animals and within a year. So it's pretty awesome what you can do with chickens, what they can do for you, because you don't have to turn the compost at all. They turn all of it. It's very cool. Anyway, here is kind of what they do hanging out. Now, coming up is actually the next day, and I used a different camera, so I had audio, which is really nice. And they had, as I had predicted, colored outside the lines. But I think they did a good job. You guys think they did a good job? I think they did good. If you have done with your chickens, I would love to see what came of it. I do have a Friends of Sew and Tare Facebook group. You do have to answer all the questions to get accepted. To make sure you're a real person. But I would love to see pictures of pumpkins that your animals carved, be it chickens or quail or goats or whatever. How does your carvings come out? I think it's awesome.
Girls, how you doing? Look how good you guys are. Yeah. Look at what they've done. That is so cool. Yeah, you guys are artists. Well, I have a sad eye. But they've gotten through the inside. They went all the way in here, all the way in there. Yeah, you guys are missing this little spile right here. You gotta get this part. Over here, Rexy. Good job. Thank you for helping. Yeah, thank you for helping.
So what do you guys think? I think they did a great job. Let me know how you think they did in the comments, and let me know how your animals did on your pumpkins on the Friends of Sew and Tare Facebook group. There's a link in the description. And above all else, have a wonderful, safe Halloween. Happy Halloween, guys.